So if you recall, a few weeks ago, did a live stream, and during said live stream, I was asked to show off my 5 favorite lightsabers, and just out of sheer inconvenience, the sabers were nowhere near me, and I was a little bit inebriated. But I have no excuses now. I'm actually in the effort to get the internet to work a little bit better. I'm in a different room, and this is where I'm going to be doing the live stream that I'm having tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I figured I'd do a quick video and show off my 5 favorite lightsabers. But I'm going to start off with bonus lightsaber, which is actually kind of one of my all-time favorite sabers. Now these are basically like sabers that, to me, I'm always going to love them. They never fall out of favor for whatever reason. And this is my Vader's Vault Rev-N Elite. Has a Crystal Focus 2.5, which comes with 6 sound fonts, and it is a incredibly loud saber. Alright, the interesting thing about this saber is it was the first expensive purchase that I ever made, and I didn't buy it from Vader's Vault. I bought it from a seller on eBay, I think. Anyway, so that is one of my most beloved sabers. The second one is, if I can avoid knocking things down, this is my Bane Mk, and this is this saber is near and dear to me because it was installed by Shamim, and it has a Shamim alien sound font on it, so it's a alien themed saber, and I call it Ripley's Bane. And I just recently added a let's see if I can get it on here, get my fingers out of the way, get coordinated. Okay, I just added this cover tech wheel because I had to take the screws off of this side and this side so I could remove this little piece, and then I removed the shroud up here, and as some of you may know, it divides into 2 pieces to get you free access to the components. I had to replace the speaker, so I replaced the speaker with a high bass speaker. And what happened was when I removed these screws, the screw on this side got a little bit stripped on the end, and it wasn't quite long enough to keep this side tight. So what I did was I bought myself a cover tech wheel, and this one has an Igon soundboard. I don't remember which one. It may be a Spark 3, but I'm not too sure. And that sound font is based off of the warning signal from the alien spaceship that the crew of the Nostromo, is it Nostromo? Yeah, they investigated, because the corporation made them, and they found this signal when they were approaching the planet after they got awakened. Blah 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 blah. So anyway, I love this saber, which is why I take such good care of it. I've had this one for a while. Again, this is one of the sabers that I've had the longest. All these sabers that you're seeing here, with the exception of one, I've had forever and a day. The third one, this is a weathered Bastion, and this one is installed, well, you can see it's a weathered Bastion, but it's installed with a Nano Biscotte V3. And I absolutely love the saber. Again, the LEDs are very bright. The speaker is very loud. The install on this thing is excellent, and it comes with 2 sound fonts that just gonna fit the Saber, and I've never changed them. The Nano Biscotte V3 is such a easy board to make adjustments on, and I have this thing just set exactly the way I like it. It's very sensitive, but not too sensitive. Very comfortable in the hand. Just, I absolutely love this saber. I love the install. I love the simplicity of it. Just this thing is just near and dear to me. And moving on to what was probably one of the second most expensive sabers that I ever bought. This is my JQ Sabers Conspirator, and this is installed with a Nano Biscotte V3. So this has 3 sound fonts on it. And
Legacy, Imperial Light.
This thing's light and nimble and solid. I've actually added a new speaker to this one. The speaker started to go. My recommendation is if you have a saber that you love, don't run the speaker at full volume. This one came to me set to full volume. I run it about 90% now. And this one I love so much. I have a Vader's Vault Translate 32-inch blade installed. So again, very loud, very bright, very responsive. I have the soundboard adjusted just the way I like it, with 3 of my favorite sound fonts. This is well, you heard what I said. It's Imperial Knight blue. So whoops. So it's a Kane and Jarrah sound font.
The Jedi Knights are all but destroyed, and yet your task is not complete, Inquisitor.
And a Grand Inquisitor sound font. And I have a custom kill key for this that I bought from the Kill Key store. And yes, this is this saber is part of who I am. This thing's being buried with me. All right, here's a hilt which has a lot of history, and this one is obviously my Sabertrio Aeryn, and this was the first neopixel saber that I ever bought. And when I originally bought this, I had a Nano Biscotte V3. And it, that comes, well, you just heard it comes with 3 sound fonts, but the blade effects are really simple. And eventually I sent this to Saberforge, and they installed it with CFX. And I have this thing loaded with just the my absolute favorite sort of thin neck theme sound fonts. Currently I have, well, I can't remember which Luke sound font, but you'll recognize it.
Sound bank selection.
Are you a Jedi? I am. Come little way.
Oops. Wow.
SD system exit menu.
This is General Obi-Wan Mk. I am a Jedi. Are you a Jedi? Come little one.
There we go. So I butchered that.
Are you a Jedi? I am.
Anyway, it's stupid loud. It's really, really loud. Again, I run this at about 90, maybe it might even be at 85% volume. And yeah, this thing is I don't know. I don't know if it came weathered or if the previous owner had weathered it. But this thing is just an amazing saber. I absolutely love it. It's always going to be one of my favorite sabers. It's one of the most comfortable in my hand, one of the most balanced. I have a 32-inch trans-white Sith Lord Sabers made neopixel blade in here. And what can you say? If you don't own an Aeryn, I recommend getting the Aeryn. And this, of course, has the original 28 millimeter bass speaker. And it's an exquisite saber. I love it to bits. Okay, don't fall. And then last but not least, any guesses? Yes, my current all-time favorite saber right now is my Senza. I absolutely love this saber. This is one of the few sabers that actually has the 37.5-inch Sabertrio. They also kind of sand their blade and make it trans white, but it's really light. And what I love about their blades is there's nothing moving around inside the blade, which is it's just quality through and through. And mine has the OLED screen. It doesn't have a backlit switch, which I don't like backlit switches, so it's pretty much perfect. And I purchased this from my buddy Gray Paladin, and I love the black finish. This thing is just, it's butter in the hands. It's so comfortable. There's so many places to hold it. This grip section is just, it's unreal. And I currently, I just bought, I think it's Kyberphonics, the Survivor, the complete package. So,
I won't let you manipulate me.
this is the Indigo version of the Survivor. I have put so much time and energy into customizing the blade colors, the blade profiles. The sound fonts in here are really, really quite exclusive. And this thing is my absolute favorite saber right now. Of the whole lot, I can just swing this thing all day long. It's gotten to the point where like my arm strength has increased because I swing this thing so much, and with such a, it's just one of the most flexible and you know, for a very large or rather large hilt, it's just exquisite. It's absolutely, to quote Sam's Nerd, this thing is God tier. This thing is, ooh, get off my, what is that? No, that's nothing. Can't have any blemishes on this thing. That's not a blemish. Yeah, I really, really care about this thing. Anyway, so I figured I'd show you my 5, nay 6 favorite lightsabers prior to live stream. That'll happen later today, and hopefully you enjoyed that. So hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and yeah, may the force be with you, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. Take care now. Bye.